Hello, and welcome to Let's Replay Mystery Case Files Fates Carnival. I'm MCFPapa, and this is part 1. I like on the title screen here, there's the Ball of Fate, which will give little tidbits. Though I think the Ball of Fate tidbits in Millionaire were a lot funnier. There's also the eye, which follows you around creepily. And I just gotta say, starting out, that, I never expected Madame Fate to actually get a sequel. And so, I was more excited for this game than pretty much any other MCF game. And this is also the first one not developed by Big Fish Studios. It was developed by Elephant instead, and as you'll come to see, I think they did an okay job. Yeah, and then there's actual tons of difficulty, which aren't really much any difference between them, except Alistair's watch, which has time limits. But if you know what you're doing in the game, the time limits are not hard at all to complete. And what's also interesting is the reused assets from Madame Fate with the art for all the carnies. Even though we haven't met Alistair yet, so I guess that's why it's locked off until you complete the full game once through. I don't know. So I'm just gonna be on easy because I don't like really the cursor not changing or anything. So it is what it is.
Vehicle locator shows you're nearing the anomaly. This location should look familiar. It's where one of your past cases took place.
Yeah. Seems just like yesterday that I first came to Fates Carnival, when actually it was more like 6 years. And there's a raven, hoo boy. Do you need help? No, I do not. Now, even though it's not as good graphically as, Shadow Lake was, I still really enjoy this game's, art style. I especially love, the details in the taskbar. It's a carnival tent with even cobwebs and stitching on it and everything. Really well done. And it's interesting how they reimagined Fates Carnival as an actual area you walk around. But with that being said, oh yeah, there's the playing cards you find. But with all, the compliments I've given so far, it's just, the hidden object scenes are just not nearly as good. Because A, they look good, but A, they aren't random, and that's one thing I don't understand, why no modern, really point-and-click hidden adventure games have randomized objects in them. Because, how hard is it to just... They already add in a few extra items anyway, why not just program it to randomly choose from a select pool of them. I don't know. Oh, and this guy's eyes follow you too. And also, there's absolutely no penalty for misclicking. I don't think there's a penalty on any of the difficulties. So, with no time limits and no penalty, like, they're really casual. Not even a little, like, swirly thing, because I guess that's too punishing or something. I don't know. And maybe I just have a more favorable opinion of this because I love the original Madame Fate so much. But anyway, here's these posters of some of the carnies, and they're clearly just ripped from the first game's attractions screen. So, that's funny. They really get a lot of mileage out of reusing stuff in this game. Oh yeah, by the way, the crime computer's finally back after being absent from every game since Dire Grove for some reason. I don't know why they didn't ever want to use it again. Oh, I didn't even need to move anything for 4. Yeah, pretty simple puzzle to get things started. But anyway,
The past is returning with a vengeance, detective. My old curse is now yours to bear. Isis wishes to accompany you. I've seen what the future holds, and you'll be glad for her help.
yeah, now another negative. I don't really like the voice of Madame Fate that they got. I mean, the original had a more, like, foreign sort of mysterious accent to her, whereas this one just sounds more like an old grandmother or something. Like she'll ask you for tea and cookies or something. But with that negative comes a positive, because I love Isis. She's a good kitty, and it's a cool addition. It's basically just another item for certain things. And I like that she purrs if you touch her. I don't know if Isis is supposed to be the cat from the title screen of the original Madame Fate. Maybe? Yeah. And then here's the day and night theater. And we get the bird. We won't be getting the bird, giving the bird anything to do for a while. Yeah, see, at least this game still has some of the humor in it. It's not always there, but at least it's sometimes there. And, like, graphically here, it looks really good. But, like, sometimes the graphics look really good in this game, other times they look kinda clunky. Like, the banners flying in the breeze have a bit of outline to them. But I guess you might say I'm nitpicking a bit too much, but that's because the original Madame Fate is something I'm so passionate about. Oh yeah, we collect old pounds, too. The one thing I don't like is you can't earn enough old pounds even finding everything to buy everything for ISIS in the shop. That's unfortunate. Amazing Larry magic hack. I was honestly really surprised when I heard they were making a sequel to Madame Fate, because I didn't understand. Oh yeah, can't figure out the name. I wonder who it is. What other family in this series starts with a D? Huh. But, like I was saying, I was surprised this even got a sequel, because in the original Madame Fate dies, all the carnies die. What possibly could they follow up on? Yeah. Except, in this game, they're still alive, I suppose. Oh, and the bobbleheads to collect too. Like, this game has a ton of collectibles. I really like all the collectibles it has. And the rabbit. The rabbit's cool, too. But, like, it just doesn't... That's one thing that has always... It confused me when it first came out. It still confuses me now. Almost 10 years later. That just shows when I'm recording this. Because it's just... like, not quite explained. Are they just... like, their spirits trapped? Because no guy could really, who's alive, could survive being sawn in half. Oh. Yeah, gotta get the pounds. So is it that, like, their ghosts are trapped? Or something? I don't know. Also, this notebook is another really cool addition. This diary is the final embodiment of my power. Here I'll record my secrets, lest that woman's prophecy succeed in destroying my family's great legacy, and so I won't forget them myself. Yeah, and they also have, like, not just one, but several flavor texts for everything you investigate. So, in general, this game is kind of hit or miss on some stuff, but I'd say it's more of a hit. And a decent enough successor to the Big Fish Studios legacy. It's not perfect, but it's decent. And now, what I love about this is that there are optional puzzles to do in the notebooks. So, like, that's a really cool concept not seen before in the series. Though for this first puzzle, they kinda spoil it by having the light turn green when you got it right, and making a sound and everything. So you really don't even need all the hint. And also the burning effect. Yeah, by the way, the laptop I was using when I first played this game, it took several seconds for that burning effect to even process on it, because it was so crappy. But anyway, we unlocked the Dalmar family mansion, Ravenhurst. And then this picture isn't even from the mansion. That's from the asylum in Escape from Ravenhurst. So why is it in here? I don't know. But, ooh, it reveals that this guy is Charles's father. Oh, and saying my beloved son, Charles. I don't quite understand the logic, though, of, like, the pages are cut out to fit the bobblehead here, but then in the other pages, they aren't cut out. And also, the whole fact that, like, the diary can burn away to reveal different pages. Doesn't make much sense, but I guess it's spooky magic diary or something. Oh, excuse me, notes. It's not a diary. It's notes. We only have Emma Ravenhurst's diary. Oh, yeah. This puzzle, which is just turning the things to let the metal balls all line up. Not that hard. I don't even think I needed to do the third one. But just look at the Ferris wheel in the distance. That's really nice looking. Oh, and we can go on the merry-go-round. Oops. I guess not. And a broken man. And the gate. Oh yeah, and ISIS comes in handy again. I guess we don't keep spare 9-volt batteries on us. What a clever pun. You'll fish, you were dead. So clever, isn't it? And of course more reused artwork from the first game. But at least they modified it a bit to show her biting a fish. Oh yeah, I need 2 batteries for that. And the gate that chomps on you. I guess this is more of the morbid humor of this game, that, like, a carnival has something like this in it. Though, to be fair, the carnival's abandoned. And there isn't any real reason. Well, I guess it's just that it appeared out of thin air. But, like I was saying about the graphics, like, this looks really good, the fish gate. But then the pole right next to it looks really low quality. Just weird. And oh, a little Ravenhurst snow globe. Ain't that cute? And the statue cracking. So now let's see what's on the tape. Riveting. But anyway, oh yeah. Wasn't that scary? Smoke comes up with the damn Fate silhouette, but then it was the other guy. Oh boy. Yeah, this game has quite a few jump scares like that. Yeah. One thing though I love that this game did is it brought back super puzzles in full force. Like, they were in the original Ravenhurst, and a few things in Madame Fate were super puzzles, but not a ton. And then there really weren't that many in any of the other games aside from like the one door to the asylum and Escape from Ravenhurst. So it's nice to get a full-fledged super puzzle here. Again, and they really went all out. They had a ton of super puzzles to the game. They didn't skimp, which I really respect them for. Is that too much power? Yeah. Oops. And then you solve just what they eat. And then we get some keys. Open up a cute little mini day and night theater. And then set the bomb to 315. And then it just blows up. So that's nice and really safe for this sort of carnival to have a puzzle that explodes if you solve it. But anyway, that'll do it for this first part. So like and subscribe if you want. I'll see you next time when we'll rescue the amazing Larry.